The engines on the island of Sodor are good at different things. James is a very good passenger train. Percy's good at carrying the posts. And when Edward's not pulling trucks, he's very good at being a back engine. When engines have heavy loads, Edward buffers up behind and helps push. But Edward is old. Some engines think this makes him unreliable. Edward is a useless old steam pop, said James. He should be retired. But he doesn't have tires, said Percy. Retired, said Thomas, means taken out of service. And not a moment too soon, he said. Percy felt very worried. His driver told him why he was looking so sad. Percy explained, the big engines don't think he's useful. Percy's driver told the pack controller, why is Percy so sad? I'll send the manager at me. I'll deal with this, he said the pack controller. The pack controller had a plan. The new loop line is complete, he said. I want you to teach Stepney how to run it properly. But sir, he said Edward, who will look after the trucks? Doc will do your work, said the pack controller. When the other engines heard that Doc was going to help them, they were very pleased. Doc is very reliable, said Flying Scotsman. It makes no difference to me, said James. I don't need a back engine, said James. Edward enjoyed working with Stepney. It was great fun taking passages up and down the line. Doc was not happy. The trucks began singing. Doc should play with other ducks, 'cause he's so good at pull trucks. Quack, 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 quack. Hold back, hold back, they giggle. Doc found a way to go slower and slower and slower. Halfway up Gordon's Hill, his wheels stopped together. Doc was stuck. Oh no, said his driver. This is James's line. He called a signalman, then he came back to the driver. It's too late to switch in on the middle line and find said the guard. We got to flag him down. James saw the guard. If I stop on this hill, I will never get started again, he said. James buffered up to Duck and huffed and puffed, but his wheels were slippery. It's no use, said the signalman. We need a back engine. I'll send for Edward. Edward was excited. He was going to be the back engines for 2 trains. He buckled up and the strange train set off. When James pulled in the station, the engine shouted, Look at that, he said. James is a back engine for Doc. James was feeling sad. The pack controller was very cross with him. You said rude things to Edward. I want you to go and apologise to him. James did apologise. Thank you. I'm sorry I was rude to you, he said. Thank you for helping me up the hill. That's okay, said Edward. They all went back to work. There were no more stories about when Edward retiring.